Who you got? The Warriors or the Celtics?
Bostonceltic. That's me. Boston Celtics, baby. 7 games.
Seven or
Listen,
go you a seven?
yeah, I'm gonna give it 7 because the Warriors. I'm gonna go back to a point you was making, Joe, because I didn't agree with it. You was like, no, Tomo said the Celtics stumbled into this spot, and then you said, and then he said this. The Warriors kind of stumbled into it this year, which I agree they did. It was a lot of injuries. That John Morant injury. It was a lot of injuries for them. But then y'all was talking about they didn't stumble in the previous years. Now I'm not gonna call it stumbling, but year one, a lot of people was injured the first year they went, and then when they got to the finals, they played Delavadova and like that was a stumble. And
It
then year
was.
2 and 3, this year 2 and 3, when you add KD, I ain't gonna call it a stumble, but it's an easy ride. Like it was no competition for them. So I don't see it as them being battle tested for real going through the West, to be honest. Like every year it was not that good of competition, especially the KD years. Like
That
I
makes
agree with
sense.
that.
Yeah. Go ahead, Javon.
so, I mean, I'm being real with that now. As far as the Celtics, y'all, I think it was you, Joe, or Javon. One of y'all said Tatum and Brown ain't had to work because of PJ Tucker. Don't put no PJ Tucker slander out here.
Oh, no.
My man puts in work on the offensive end.
Them
I think
floaters.
he was the top. I think he was the top 3-point percentage shooter from the corner. So just let's respect the Texas basketball players. But now I understand what y'all saying. It's going to be a different offensive game as far as the other players. And you know how I feel about Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins. I'm not going to call them bums, but they going they're gonna have to show up. We're gonna see now because
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown really gonna make one of them work on.
Yes.
You said, yeah, I agree. They got to put Wiggins on Tatum. I don't think Klay Thompson is 100% to check Tatum right now. I don't think Wiggins gonna be able to do it either because Tatum a little more athletic than Luka, and Luka was having his way with Wiggins for real towards the end of the series. Honestly, the whole series for real. But I think Tatum more athletic, so I want to see what Wiggins do now. And then Klay Thompson, I don't know, Javon. Your boy haven't been looking. He been looking 30%. Like I feel like everybody living off the Warriors from old, but this year Warriors they haven't looked that good. They just like us. They've been sliding by people. Now I picked the Mavs, but everybody know the Mavs not that good of a team. They got a good player, but they're not that good of a team. Which I do have I don't want to say a trade option for them, but I think the Mavs this year going to get Rudy Gobert, and I
Yeah.
want them to get I want them to add Zach LaVine to the team. Only because I don't think Zach LaVine is like a ball dominant player where he gotta have the ball in his hand. I think he could play off the ball. You add him with
Right.
Luka and Rudy Gobert, so that's what I want to see happen. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. If that do happen though, Mavs in 7 next year in the championship.
No matter who it is.
No matter who it is.
Oh nah.
That could fit
But
though. I like that.
I mean, I think it could fit. You gotta move some pieces around, but I think it could fit. But as you see, I got Celtics in 7, and I think Jayson Tatum's gonna be the MVP. And I think Al Horford is gonna be a close second for Finals MVP.
You say you got who?
Jayson
Tatum.
Tatum gonna win the MVP, but I think Al Horford gonna be a close second. Y'all ain't giving him no credit. I heard
Al
y'all talking about
Horford?
some.
A
They
close
ain't got
second.
no post players.
He don't be posting like that.
I mean, he score buckets when he
He
can.
do. He do, but he don't be posting. We decide the Warriors, they really have a tough time when they're playing guys that are post dominant. And they don't have that. They have kind of what they have, like a full team. But they do have two guys in Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum that can get buckets and are bigger, you know. So like I
Yeah,
feel like with the test for both teams really is going to be like they both play great D, but it's going to be a test for both of them on the defensive end. As far as the Warriors, their offense is like everybody touches the ball, everybody gets shots up. I mean, Steph's going to get most of the shots, you know, but for the most part, everybody's a threat out there. And the same with Boston. And Steph Curry going to have to defend everybody because
he
they,
is.
they, you know, like a lot of times they try to get Jason Tatum on the small guys. They try to get
Jaylen Brown.
Brown on the small guys just
Yep.
for that. So it's gonna be a test on both ends, really. I just think the Warriors have been skating, but this is the year for them to really show, like, all right, y'all talking like we skated through the Western Conference, and y'all saying the Celtics are this, they're that.
Mm-hmm.
We beat them. All that skating through the West, and y'all gonna hush that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody talk about how the Celtics they beat KD first and Kyrie, then they beat the Greek Freak, the former champions, and then they go to the Heat and beat them. But so I feel like the Warriors got something to prove just as much as the Celtics, really, maybe even more, to be honest.
Yeah. I think Steph for sure.
Steph definitely.
I
And
agree,
Clay
John.
though, and Clay, man, you
All
keep
of them.
disrespecting Clay, especially for you, Devin. You keep disrespecting Clay. He don't show up every game, but when it's
He
time to
don't,
show, he show. Every
but
elimination game, what he do? He
it
eliminated them
can't be like
guys.
that. He can't be terrible in 5 games and then show up in 6. And I'm talking about he a great player. I can't do it like that.
But the thing is, we know he's hurt. He was hurt. He's still coming back from his
How
injury.
long you gonna
You
keep
know,
using the hurt card for him though? Like I ain't,
I
man.
give guys 1 year to get back to
He said he
themselves.
good.
We saw
KD
KD this
came back
year,
and was like that.
not in the
KD
playoffs.
took it. No, KD didn't come right back like Clay did. He was healthy, then he set the rest of the bubble season out.
Well, how long do he need?
But and
By
KD
next
set
year,
out
he's
for
gonna be
two
good.
years for one injury. Clay had 2 back-to-back injuries, ACL and
The
Achilles,
thing
right?
is, yeah, he did. The thing is with Clay, what it is for me, it just shows that his game is not as polished as people probably thought. He is a catch and shooter who can minimally put it on the ground. And since he, a little hobbled, he can't put it on the ground at all. And now he looks terrible.
It's a different flow too now to the team. Back then it was more vets on the team that really understood. Yo, I gotta get these guys they shots
Yeah,
because
get
once
him their
they
touches.
hitting,
Yeah.
we like that. Now you got Jordan Poole out there pushing the pace every chance he
Second
get.
best player.
Otto Porter be trying to get his shots up. You know what I'm saying?
He
Even
do.
Kaminga be gunning. Like so, everybody, no one's afraid to shoot, and they don't really understand. Like, all right, we go as far as Clay and Steph gonna take us. Draymond understands that. That's why he finds them every chance he gets. So I think that's
What,
another thing he's trying to adjust to as well.
what they going? I want to hear what y'all got to say. What they going to do with Kevin Looney? Cause I don't think he could play that much. Because I know Robert Williams and Al Horford going to be playing, but they're going to expose him on the pick and rolls. They're going to be switching, trying to get him.
We said the same thing about Luka. Do that to him, right?
Yeah, but Luka was doing him in. But the thing is, y'all know the Warriors, the Mavericks team just not that good constructed wise.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum, and then you got Marcus Smart is a smart player. Like I don't know. I don't think Kevon Looney gonna be out there much, but you gotta have him out there because if
He's
But
Robert
definitely
one,
be out
Williams,
there.
but one
Robert
thing about
Williams, Al Horford, and Grant Williams, and that's another person people forgetting about Grant Williams.
mm-hmm. But one thing about the Celtics though, they don't really go on hunting for your big man. They go hunting for the guards, for the
For the
small
guard.
Yeah,
guards.
they
That's what
do.
they really do. You look at the Nets; they never really try to get Claxton 1-on-1. I look at when they play the Bucks. I don't remember them trying to get Lopez 1-on-1. You know what I mean? Same thing with what's the name? Who they play? Like not Bam, but
He
what's the backup? Devinne. When he was in the game, I
Yeah.
never seen him try to get 1-on-1.
I will
So
say that I don't know why they didn't do count out for the Nets, but obviously I would understand why not on. You're not hunting for Giannis or Bam. I'm pretty sure they weren't trying to hunt for them type players.
the reason why because they more like jump shooters. Like say Jaylen Brown, he gonna shoot a jumper. So he gonna get somebody smaller on him, and then he gonna just like, create a little bit of separation and just shoot right over him. You know what I mean? And then so they gonna try to hunt for Steph and Jordan Poole, like everybody trying to do. But outside of Steph and
They
Jordan
probably hunt
Poole,
for Clay too.
everybody could legit play defense. You know what I mean? Like, and don't forget GP2 coming back too. He's
yes
back
sir.
out of Porter. Basically, everybody's fully healthy on both sides. So I mean, they nicked up whatever, but everybody
Is they
should be
Clay healthy or not? Because I heard Clay was hurt.
yeah, they're not not fully
He
healthy,
not
but
saying he
everybody
hurt. He
nicked
coming
up.
back from injury.
I just want to know.
He not hurt no more. He healthy. He go
Okay,
out
he
there
healthy. That's it.
when
He
a guy
healthy.
missed 2 years and he come back. Come on now, he ain't gonna just be back himself off the break. You gotta get your flow back, get your rhythm back.
But
And it
he
take
averaging 19, which is like he can't. It's not.
Russell
But
Westbrook
Clay
averaged
normally
19
average
and
like
y'all say he was
22,
terrible.
24 in the playoffs.
he
Russ
also had
averaged
second
19 this
turnovers.
year. They say he was terrible.
He
But
also
Clay
had
is shooting
second most
40%
turnovers.
from three.
Hey,
Yeah, out of
I
everybody in the
was
finals, he's the best 3-point shooter, probably percentage wise.
Name me 5 games in the playoffs he had that was good.
Uh,
You only
well,
can do 3.
he had the 2 closeout games were good. He had a good series against Denver. He shot great against Denver. His
I
only
said maybe 5
bad
games.
he never his only bad games came against the Grizzlies.
The Memphis, yeah.
Like the games against Dallas, every game he had a great second half. Except for the last game, he had a good whole game. And then Denver, he played good every game, percentage wise.
Percentage
Yeah.
wise.
So
He don't shoot as many shots as he used to.
but he
There's
not
more
come on,
people
Jordan
shooting.
Poole, bro. Cause here's the thing: when Jordan Poole have a bad game, you don't hear about it because his expectations ain't higher than Clay's. Cause what Jordan Poole do against Memphis?
Nothing.
He played worse than Clay, if I'm not mistaken. And then
He played worse than him, but he played terrible.
And then this last series, he had like 2 good games. That's
But
it.
Jordan Poole not out here talking about he should be top 75 even.
He shouldn't.
Clay shouldn't either. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Yeah, he not
Hey,
top
I mean,
25.
yeah,
I don't blame him for saying that.
He has
Though.
more of a right than Poole to say that. Poole just
I
speaking the other
understand.
words out his mouth.
Not really. You don't need to say nothing yet until you more proven. He
He
riding
got
off
3 rings.
the coattails.
He's
Yeah, but
he's checking the best
Gonzalez
players
got
most
6.
times. Come on,
Nah,
bro.
Clay will always be underrated because he playing with Steph.
Yeah.
You know, I think if he had his own team, he'd be better than Reggie Miller.
Nah.
I think so. I think
I
he'd be
do
better
too.
than. Well, Reggie Miller's tough.
Reggie Miller. It was in the 90s going against
He'll be
MJ.
better than Ray Allen to me.
He was going up against some competition.
You heard me? He better than Ray Allen.
Clay better than Ray Allen.
I think he will be if he had his own squad. Look, Clay without Steph Curry. Look, he played without Steph Curry 9 times in the playoffs. He averaged 28 a game. Don't forget, when they beat Houston that year, when Clay was still got hurt, Clay was the leading scorer in the whole playoffs.
But you acting like their team wasn't good. They had a good team.
He's the best player on the team, though.
I don't know. Iguodala. Clay could have won Finals MVP. He didn't.
Against Toronto, but he got hurt.
No, I'm talking about against the Cavaliers when Iggy won. What was Clay?
Iggy won because of his defense on LeBron.
No, I'm talking about where was Clay though? He could have won over Steph.
Ray Allen could have won MVP with the Celtics. What happened to him?
Come on, man. It was 2 other All-Stars on that team.
You had Steph on the team.
It's not like Paul Pierce was injured and then Ray Allen was supposed to step into the role.
No, I'm saying like he's playing with Steph. He's not gonna. Then he play with Steph and KD, so he's gonna be in the shadows of them.
Honestly, I can't believe you just said Ray Allen. Klay Thompson probably is better than Ray Allen.
If he had, I think he would.
He's not even close to Milwaukee Ray Allen ever. He won't even be close to that type game.
Because the reason why, because I think Klay is better defender than Ray Allen, and far as shooting, it's kind of like probably if Ray's better, it ain't that much.
But Ray Allen can shoot off the dribble better than Klay Thompson, and he can shoot set shots.
And Klay Thompson's more of a dog than me than Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Yes, he is.
Milwaukee Ray back in the day go bang on you.
Who lost to AI in the East Conference Finals? He lost to that.
Sounds like Alvinson not like that. And then
their team was like that.
Like I said, they haven't done nothing. They skated through all their life, and then they went and got KD. It don't look good for them.
All right,
they win this one. They're gonna hush you.
They still gotta play the game, so we'll see. So you got Boston at 7.
Yeah, I got the Celtics at 7. All this Warriors in 5 talk. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know about 5. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.